It's 5 to 7. Cats in one German town are officially out of 3 months lockdown this morning after being kept indoors to protect an endangered bird. So owners of any cats caught roaming the streets in Wardorf in the southwest of the country were facing fines of up to €50,000 if their cat's injured or killed. It's a crested lark, down to, I think, 3 breeding pairs. It prompted a lot of head scratching over the future of free roaming cats. In all countries, really, and whether we should only be letting cats out on a lead to stop them hunting wildlife. Travis Nelson is something of an expert on this. He lives in North London with his Norwegian forest cat, Sigrid. Morning, Travis. Morning, Sigrid. How are you both?
Good. Good morning.
Now, you're also wearing a T-shirt, I think, with Sigrid's face on it.
Yes, I am. Which
is fantastic attention to detail. So have you always had Sigrid on a lead?
Yes, I have. Yeah, right when she was a kitten, we started training from the very beginning.
And why did you take that route? Because it is unusual.
Well, I'm American, and so it's far more common in America to have indoor cats. And so I wanted her to kind of have an experience and be able to see the outdoors and to get a little more experience and not be stuck inside all the time.
And so how does it work? Does she ask to come out, or do you take her on specific, like one walk a day? What's the drill?
A little of both. She does ask. She'll go to the door and meow and yell when she wants to go out, and I'll take her out for a little walk. We do a lot of bicycle rides, really, is our main thing.
And has she got a little bike, or is she just in a basket?
She's in the basket. I have a basket on the front, and we go all over London.
And does she come to the pub with you? I mean, what are her favourite haunts?
Yeah, we take her for walks. When I let her outside, she normally walks actually straight to our local pub, and she'll walk right in. She's very familiar there.
She does.
And our local cafe as well keeps treats behind the counter for her, and we go down there for breakfast sometimes. So she's kind of well known around the neighborhood.
Yeah, what kind of reaction does Sigrid get? I mean, I guess people are now kind of used to it, but initially people must have been like, "Well, that's the mad cat man."
Yeah, it's always kind of delight and surprise. Everywhere we go, people are smiling and pointing and taking photos, so it makes it kind of fun. Which is a little bit of a contrast. You see people with dogs and no one bats an eye, right? But you see a cat out walking and it just kind of brightens everyone's day for some reason.
Do you bump into any other cats on leads? Has she made any friends?
A couple of times we have, yeah. I saw a panhandler who had a cat and we met him. We have another friend who hangs out in Camden Lock on the bridge who occasionally has a cat there. So we do make a few friends here and there. Pub cats as well.
When you take her on the bike and go on sort of cycling holidays and stuff, how is she with pace? Does she like going quickly?
She does like going quickly. She will like kind of stand up on the edge of her basket and be like a figurehead on the front of my bike when we start going fast. And then whenever we stop at red lights, she kind of gets annoyed and she'll like look back at me and meow and stuff like that. She really likes to go.
You post up a lot of videos of your adventures with Sigrid, and I guess you sort of that's kind of what you do. Did you see your life turning out like this, Travis?
Not at all. It all started during the pandemic lockdown. I really just started trying to find things to do after I was made redundant, and this really just took off. I think people were looking for something to make them happy, during all the stuff that was going on, and we just caught the public's attention, and now I'm happy to do it as much as I can. As long as we're making people happy.
And making Sigrid happy. Do you have any friends for Sigrid? Have you got any other cats, or is it just her?
Yeah, we have one other cat, a Bengal, and she goes out occasionally, but she's a little more anxious. She's more of a homebody. Yeah.
Fair enough. Really nice to speak to you and to meet Sigrid, actually. That's Travis Nelson, who lives in North London. You see him out and about with his Norwegian forest cat, Sigrid, on a lead. It's fantastic.